me start with you. I remember Robert Gibbs saying early on in this, we're going to keep our boot to the neck of British Petroleum in all of this. And today we expect to hear more from the president. And the word is that he's going to be angry at BP with their handling of this. How is all this playing out to you?
Well, clearly the government didn't know the extent of it, and when you ask people at the White House and Homeland Security and the Coast Guard, what they say is BP has underestimated the extent of the spillage, and in fact now BP is upping those estimates and says that they won't have anything potentially capped until well into next week. So again, the volume, the amount of oil going into the Gulf and the amount of the solution that they're putting in to try to disperse it, the dispersant, all increasing, and what it means is the amount of damage to the water, to the coastline, to the fishing industry, to tourism, it's exponential. Right. And again, the government says we didn't know, and so they're caught in a situation now where they're asking Congress for even more money to try to deal with potential litigation coming out of this.
Yeah, Tucker, from a political perspective on all of this, what we've heard is that the White House from the beginning wanted to make sure that this was not their Katrina, that they handled it well, and now you can sort of almost continue to feel that damage control machine, making sure that the focus is all on BP and that it's their fault. I don't think anybody blames the White House for this spill, but what do you think about how they're managing it?
Well, there's probably no other way to manage it. I mean, I think they have the advantage in this, that the Republican Party has been far less organized and insistent on trying to tie this to the Obama administration than, say, the Democratic Party was in trying to tie Katrina to Bush. I mean, their opponents just aren't as fierce, really, as Bush's opponents were.
Yeah, but the response, to be fair, Tucker, is also very different. I mean, the human toll.
Well, sure. Well,
different.
there are many things that are different about this, of course. But, if you were trying to create a political narrative, you could say, well, look, President Obama, I think, took more money from BP than any other politician. And, you could try to make something out of that. And so
Are you
the
trying
White
to make
House
something out of that, Tucker?
No, not necessarily. Actually, I'm honestly open-minded on this subject. I truly am. I think, BP is responsible for this. I don't think there's no getting around the basic facts of it. I'm not eager to blame the president or the U.S. government or anybody other than the guilty party, which is clearly, the people who are running and own this rig. But the point is, the president kind of has to get out there and get mad, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure he is mad.